Good morning, and thank you for tuning in. This is Walter Mithkite reporting for GNN, the Gielinor News Network. The Ardoon Zoo is leading an expedition into western Varlamore this morning. One member of the expedition, Larry, has discovered a new crab for adventurers to train with very low intensity. Having chatted with the locals and studied the crab's behavior, Larry is live with us now to cover this shiny new crab.
Yes, Walter, the gemstone crab is quite a peculiar beast here in Gielinor. At first glance, one would assume that poachers would have a field day with this crustacean by harvesting the gems on its back, but they would only be doing the crab a favor. This decorated rock crab feeds off of kinetic energy and produces gems as a waste byproduct. If the gems are not knocked off, too much pressure builds within the gem crab, and, well, have you ever seen a pressure cooker explode?
Well, no, Larry, but I understand the picture you're painting there. So how come poachers have never over-harvested this crab? I mean, is that even possible?
Oh, yes, great question, Walter. Here's the thing about this giant enemy crab boss. It's immortal. Whenever it takes enough damage to relieve itself of some of its gem waste from the top of its back, it will bury underground to a new location. The only ones who get to mine some of that waste are the 16 adventurers that dealt the most damage. This crab cannot be over-harvested because it is the one that decides how many gems are going to be left in the ground when it burrows away. So, after you mine your gem, you can go through the nearby cave to travel through it and pop out next to where the gem crab burrowed to. I have heard that some adventurers are able to hone their combat skills by practicing their strikes, shots, and spells on this crab.
Very interesting. I'm sure many will find practicing their combat skills on that crab to be a great way to pass the time. My ground team is informing me now that Larry has run off to investigate more creatures around Varlamore. In the meantime, our producer, WEEV, has this message prepared for you.
Oh, the area west of the Hailstorm Mountains is finally here. Adventurers can finally cross from the Kingdom of Corinne into the Kingdom of Varlamore by walking. This state is so exciting. For my Iron Man, I definitely plan to hit up that new gem crab boss and to tackle everything else as soon as I can with my main. There is so much to show you on today's broadcast, so I hope you stick around to see what's happening. It's been so exciting lately, and these new lands are just a metaphor for all of the exploration that's yet to come for this amazing world of Gielinor in the fall when sailing releases. Until then, let's enjoy what we have. We plan to commission guides for a few of the new activities. We just need to find some folks here in Gielinor to be our expert. Do you have anyone in mind? We're thinking of hiring Charlie from the Ardoon Zoo to cover some new creatures in the Custodia Pass that we've heard ramblings about. I wonder if our ground crew's been able to find him on his expeditions into these new areas. In any case, thank you for supporting our content with your viewership. If you can, please like and subscribe to the broadcast. As you may know, corporate news is being taken over by podcasts, so your support really helps us get our message out there. Back to you at the desk, Walter.
Thank you, WEEV. In other news, many of the citizens around Varlamore are requesting the help of adventurers. Following the multiple assassination plots of the High Priest of Varlamore, Servius, and the abduction of his son, Prince Itzla, adventurers can make their way to the Sunrise Palace to offer their services. Wow, that sounds pretty serious. I mean, you figure the monarchy of Varlamore would have a professional lined up for this job instead of making a post on Greg's List. Anyways, having said that, they are promising to reward any adventurer that can resolve their quest with runecraft, thieving, fletching, and combat experience.
Oh, sorry, Walter. I need to interrupt you. I was actually out adventuring this morning, and I already completed that quest. You get this sick sword from it, too. Look at it. I mean, using it normally, it's almost as good as a dragon scimitar, but it has an awesome special attack that has loads more accuracy and damage. If that wasn't enough, if the special attack hits, it leaves a burn on the enemy for 10 more damage over time. I cannot wait to do this quest on my Iron Man.
Oh, we're happy for you, WEEV. Gosh, it's always so awkward when your boss interrupts you. Anyways, Also posted on the Greg's List Commorb app are a few more quests to be found elsewhere in Varlamore, one of which is the Auburn pub bartender asking one last time for someone to investigate the disappearances of some local children before he takes the posters down. Is it really that much of a burden to keep the posters up? Sorry, I shouldn't be editorializing. Another man in Tal Teklen is requesting someone to stop by and watch his friend Humpty Dumpty, Grumpty Fumpty? Shumpty Bumpty? No, it's Humpty Numpt. Look, someone look after this guy's friend so we can go get his groceries. Oh, yes, sorry, just now I'm getting another message from our producer. Okay, yep. This just in, folks. Charlie of the Ardoon Zoo expedition is here with us now on an insectoid creature that he has found burrowing in the underground beneath the Tlotli rainforest. We are ready to hear all about it, Charlie.
Yeah, right, Walter. I'd love to tell you about this bugger inside the Tonelli cavern. She's a real Sheila that the locals here refer to as the Doom of Mokhaiotl from their legends. Some others, who are more familiar with the Old One's language, call her Osto Ayak, or the Under Creature, when it's translated from that language to common Gielinorian. No one has tried slaying this beaut yet, but I've been able to sneak around and find out the hoard of treasure she's gotten. The first piece of loot some adventurers might nab are the Avernic Treads. These boots are killer for all combat styles and can be further upgraded by using the boots you make with crystals from our precious poppy SAVIX. The next item I saw was a one-handed magic staff called the Eye of Ayak. This thing looks more powerful than the sanguinity staff from the Theatre of Blood, but not as powerful as the Tunic and Shadow. I even wager this staff will see some use if you own the Tunic and Shadow, as the Eye of Ayak has a great special attack that reduces the magic defense of enemies. If weapons aren't your thing, Osto Ayak also has some other drip for you to fight for. One such piece of cloth in her wardrobe looks like it'll match nicely with a tormented bracelet to create some gloves that I'm rather conflicted about. We can call them the Confliction gauntlets if you'd like, and they would probably have more magic strength and increase your accuracy of magic attacks after you miss one. Don't ask me how I know that, mate. That's why I'm so conflicted. Whatever you do, don't think insect repellent will be enough, so be sure you bring your A game if you want to squish this bugger. We'll keep the expedition going, Walter. That's all for now.
Thank you, Charlie. Folks at home, you won't believe this, but while WEEV was out investigating locations for our ground crew to pick up his B-roll, he ran into his favorite adventurer, Chad. WEEV has told us that he is live with Chad now. Chad, how are you enjoying adventuring west of the Hailstorm Mountains?
Bruh, I am loving this third part of Varlamore that the Varlamore Tourist Bureau opened up to us this week. They have everything, man. They've got scary bunnies, digging door bugs, rock nogwood, you name it, man. But my favorite are these int bros, brother. They just want to relax, man. There's all these forest spirits out here and we're just vibing. I have like thousands of unstrung bows that were like sitting in my bank and I finally have a use for them. Some chill dude named Renolf showed me how to use them to build and decorate totems, so me and my new int bros can give these animal spirits the respect they deserve. Yeah, these ints are super dope, man, and all they want to do is glaze these forest animals and pay respect. Like, they love paying respect so much, they've even given me stuff for building and decorating these totems. So far, I've gotten a spool that holds my bowstring. I can't wait to use this thing to mindlessly craft bows at my bank. Before, I could only make like 14 at a time, but now I'll be able to make 27 in one go. If you thought my brain was off before, oh, bro, you got another thing coming.
Your brain off, Chad? That never would have crossed the minds of anyone here at GNN. Do you know if the ints are giving any other rewards?
Oh, thanks, bruh. Yeah, actually, I did see some cutie running around with a knife I haven't seen before. She was able to fletch so fast with that thing, man. I was about to holler at her, but like, she had a knife, so.
Wow, you were glad to control yourself there, Chad. We have some reports rolling in that adventurers are able to craft darts for the Atlatl now. Would you be able to confirm those rumors?
Oh, yeah, that's what those guys were making. Yeah, man, I saw someone leave here after getting a branch from an ant and going off towards those scary rabbit things. He came back with some of their antlers and was combining them together. I didn't recognize them as Atlatl darts without the feathers, but that's totally what they were. Oh, hey, there's that babe again. Yo, Walter, I'm gonna go see if she's down to get carried in top. Take it easy, brother.
That man is a Gielinorian treasure. Speaking of treasure, Larry has moved on from the gemstone crab and into the Custodia Pass. Live from his own comm orb, he is inside now with an item he says was dropped by one of the stalkers. What do you have there, Larry?
Yes, Walter, what I found appears to be some type of defender-like item made from an antler. I declare that this type of antler is to be officially referred to as an antler guard. I tried to equip it, but it seems I need a prayer level of 50 to do so. I couldn't get an idea of the stats it would give me. I scanned it with my comm orb, and I think I found a pretty novel item here. It isn't as good as a dragon defender. As a matter of fact, its melee bonuses are similar to a rune one, but don't discount it. While the item seemingly decreases your defensive stats, it has an incredible prayer bonus. This thing is perfect for those adventurers who use overhead prayers to cull the overpopulated monsters that us zoologists work with the Slayer Masters to keep population levels in check. That's not all. I almost missed that this guard marginally increases your range strength stat. Amazing! Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is seemingly the easiest range strength item to acquire.
Larry? Larry, are you all right? Hello? Larry, are you there?
Oh, sorry about that, Walter. Unfortunately, one of those cretins got me while I was distracted by how awesome the antler guard was. I'll make my way back out to Custodia Pass now. I noticed that there were some alchemical society signets littering the area. I wonder if those belong to the herbalists who have been reported missing in that location. I bet the Aldrin Alchemical Society would be willing to reward adventurers with herblore supplies if they were to be returned those signets. I have quite the hike to get back there now. Anyways, back to you at the desk, I suppose.
That's interesting. I thought that adventurers were the only ones that got to respawn in Lumbridge. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know that non-adventurers like Larry could even die. In any case, folks, that wraps up our coverage today. Thank you for supporting our broadcast by liking and subscribing to the show. This has been Walter Mithkite for GNN, signing off.